Attention!
So we're back up at the start for the next round of the Island Challenge Cup. And we have on the left of the screen University of London B, and they are going up against the Delftse Studenten Roeivereniging Laga from the Netherlands. We'll call them the Delft crew. And they have gone out fiercely down the island.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of Dutch crews in the Island Challenge Cup, and Laga crew is probably one of the favourites, or if not the favourite, out of those Dutch crews. So one of the very strong international entrants that we've got over here at Henley in 2025. Matching up against a very strong B crew from the University of London on the far side of your picture. But here's the Dutch in their very iconic uniforms, not the traditional all-in-one. They've got the separate shorts and singlet.
They have. I feel they're sort of, you know, trialling out there for almost to be stewards with what looks like white shorts, as, you know, stewards of the regatta have to wear white trousers and white skirts. So it feels entirely beautiful Henley outfits, but they're not thinking about the kit. They are being driven on by their cocks, Yasmin Miog, to execute the race plan, to keep pushing away from the University of London as the cox looks across and calls, I want another seat. I'm now level with the bow girl, and she wants to keep them going until they break contact. And so questions now are asked of the University of London B to stay in contact. You don't want to lose it at this point of the race, but Hannah Schuart Bow, Ellen Grimes, Nina Topiol, Mila Camden, Grace Newport-Tucker, Maya Varley, Sophie Hudson, Ella Taji are giving all they can to hang on, coxed by Erin Bogart.
Yeah, certainly at this point in the race, it is so vital to maintain that just the smallest bit of overlap. You want as much of the crew to be able to hear and sense your opposition right next to you, because despite the noise and everything of Henley, it becomes a very lonely place. Once you lose that clear water, it's very hard to know how far you've got to go. It's very hard to have confidence in a move if you drop back. So University of London will certainly be trying to stay in contact through this stage of the race as they really drive home that mid-race rhythm.
These are crews from two of the most historic rowing clubs for students. University of London, of course, one of the oldest student clubs, and Delft itself, the second oldest student rowing association in the Netherlands. And they'll have a sense that there are people who've worn the jersey before them and come to Henley and raced and laid it all out there. And now this is their turn to wear the jersey, to carry the name of their clubs and give that absolute best. And University of London, they are hanging in there. They've got so much experience in their coaching team. Tom Gale leads the coaching team, and he knows this course brilliantly well himself. So he'll be helping them with the tactics to know where to put all the pushes in and to try and feel it's their home ground. But they are under pressure from that very effective Delft crew. What can you see from that shot at the back there, Chris?
Yeah, so just a little bit of steering going on. The umpire just warning the Dutch crew to move back onto their station. The line, the imaginary line that's drawn by the centre of the bow of the umpire boat, that's the border. Can't cross that. And looks like they've responded well. Their cox, Yasmin Miog, responding well, moving over to her side of the station. They are still in the lead, so it won't affect them too much at this stage, but perhaps an opportunity for the University of London to put a little bit of pressure on.
And that's the question, isn't it? With all that the cox has to do, how can they actually, you know, keep a focus on those elements as well? Because when another crew starts steering, the brake goes on, and that's a moment to pounce. If you can time your push, if you can try and get something extra from doing that. They're certainly still fighting really valiantly in that University of London crew. Lots of experience there. They've all raced at Henley before, but it's very dominant, this performance from Delft.
Yeah, another warning for the steering there, just in front of stewards. I don't think at this stage of the race it's going to have bearing on the result. You can see there is clear water between the two crews, but a great job from the University of London. They probably for the last 1,000 metres of the course have maintained that margin and held on. So the Delft crew just quicker in the opening stages.
So it is a win for the crew from Delft in this round of the Island Challenge Cup, beating University of London B crew.